I'm open to everything, really. I'm a pretty open-minded guy, but there's nothing, I wouldn't rush into anything. There's no issue. Neither of us are really interested in having kids anytime soon. So I think there's not any pressure there.
So what makes this relationship with Marilu so special for you and so different?
We're doing really, really well. Just talking to her a few minutes ago and hoping to meet her in New York and DC next week. And then she's going to come out here for a couple months. But we just really get along. It's a very relaxed, we communicate really well. We have a lot in common. We've really been, I think, enjoying traveling and just kind of having fun together. She's easy to have fun with, and I'm just really, really happy. It's also just, I don't have to, it's effortless too, which I think is important. It's still a rather new relationship, but it's been an amazing, first few months.
Were you looking for a relationship when this came about?
No, I don't think I've ever been less interested in a relationship or looking less when we met. I was adamantly single and was planning on being single for at least a couple more years. So no, it was quite a surprise for both of us. I don't think either of us were really looking. It was the last thing I was planning on was being in a relationship.
So what changed then after you met her where you're like, okay, I could do this again?
Her, I think it was specific to her. Really just made me really happy. Like I wanted to we started spending like every day together, and I'm a happiness guy, I'm not someone who cares much about like societal roles or what I should be doing or any of that stuff, but I focus a lot on my own happiness. And if I'm happy with someone.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're so happy. And I know that you're pretty open about this relationship, but I know in your previous relationship, you kind of kept it under wraps for a little while. Why did you want to be so open about this relationship this time around?
I think because I also realize it's difficult to not be open in a relationship with the press and what have you, because you're going to be getting the questions anyway. There are people with iPhones out there and there's paparazzi out there. So it's kind of pointless to try to keep a relationship. It's a lot of work to keep her away from the press. So I have no problem leaning into it. Obviously, you want to make sure that you're in a healthy, stable, communicative relationship before you expose it. But I felt that way pretty quickly with Lou, and oh my gosh, look at this house. It's such a weird looking house.
Oh my God.
So I think it's just so much easier leaning into it. I don't want to not be on Instagram with my girlfriend or have to worry about paparazzi or have to worry about taking, photos of fans. I'd rather just be more relaxed about it.
Have your thoughts on marriage changed since dating her?
It's not something that we really talk about. I'm open to everything, really. I'm a pretty open-minded guy. But, there's nothing, I wouldn't rush into anything. There's no issue. Neither of us are really interested in having kids anytime soon. So I think there's not any pressure there. For marriage, again, it's just, I don't think either of us would rush into anything. And it's nothing that needs to be discussed in the first, couple months of the relationship.
Sure. No, that totally makes sense. But
don't foreclose anything, I don't think it wouldn't be healthy to foreclose any possibilities either.
No, definitely. So your mindset has maybe changed a little bit on having kids then too?
No, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. No, I went through that thought process in my previous relationship, and I think I'm still of the same mindset.
Mm-hmm. Was that hard for you to open up on camera about that?
Yeah, it was. But at the same time, I think I would never have been involved in a relationship on camera prior to Garcelle, but I felt so, and still do, feel so comfortable around her and with her and in our relationship that I think it was her that kind of allowed me to just feel more open and free and kind of open my mind up to not being so, closed off to sharing my personal life on camera. So it was difficult, but at the same time, I think, I'm pretty comfortable. I was always comfortable with Garcelle on camera and off camera.
Mm-hmm. What is your friendship status like with you and Garcelle now?
Great. We're friends, and I think we're in a healthy place. So I'm happy with where we're at.
Yeah. Was it ever difficult for you to get into that healthy, happy place after everything that happened, since it was so publicized and things like that?
Yeah, it was. But you know, time is a great thing to have when you're recovering from a breakup. It's like the best tool in the tool shed. You know, it always helps. So sometimes it's your only tool, but it's a powerful one, and it generally wins. Just how long it takes.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.